In this presentation, we will try to find the transitive closure of a relation using Warshall's algorithm. So let's get started. Sometimes it is difficult to find all the ordered pairs in transitive closure of a relation. Let me tell you, it is not always easy to find all the ordered pairs in a transitive closure of a relation by brute force method. We can also find the transitive closure of a relation using Warshall's algorithm. And let me tell you, Warshall's algorithm is considered an efficient method in finding the transitive closure of a relation. Okay, that is why we will use this algorithm. That is Warshall's algorithm. Okay, here in this presentation, we will learn how to find the transitive closure of the relation using Warshall's algorithm. And we will learn this with the help of an example. By using Warshall's algorithm, find the transitive closure of the relation R, which consists of these ordered pairs. And this relation is defined on set A, which consists of these elements 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have relation R, which consists of these ordered pairs, and we have set A, which consists of these elements 1, 2, 3, 4. In order to apply Warshall's algorithm on this relation, first we have to represent this relation in matrix form. Okay, we will represent relation R in matrix form. Here you can see this is relation R. Okay, currently we have no elements in this particular matrix. You can see that I have written 1, 2, 3, 4 here and 1, 2, 3, 4 here. These are all the elements of set A. We have to write them down on the top as well as on the left side. First, you can see we have to represent this ordered pair 2, 1. This ordered pair is within this relation R. In order to represent this ordered pair in this matrix, we have to place 1 over here in this particular position. This is 2, 1. Start reading from here and then you can read this particular element. This is 2, 1. And in this particular position, you have to place 1 because we have to represent this ordered pair 2, 1. After this, we have to represent 2, 3. So 2, 3 is this particular position. So let me place 1 over here. Then we have 3, 1. 3, 1 is this. What about 3, 4? 3, 4 is this position. We will place 1 over here. Then we have 4, 1. And then we have 4, 3. And in the rest of the positions, we will place 0. Okay. Which means that 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3 and so on are not part of this relation. Okay. That is why I am placing 0 over here. Fine. This is our matrix and this is relation R. Understand that there are 4 elements in set A. Please see this, that there are 4 elements in set A. Therefore, 4 steps are required in order to find the transitive closure of relation. This is according to Warshall's algorithm. Now what Warshall's algorithm says, it says that number of steps actually depends on the number of elements in a particular set. Here we are considering this set A, right? And relation R is defined on this set. There are 4 elements in this set, therefore 4 steps are required in order to find the transitive closure of relation R. This is according to Warshall's algorithm. Now we will discuss all 4 steps one by one. Here is step number 1. In step 1, we will consider first column and first row of the above matrix. I have redrawn the matrix here. Okay. We have to consider first column and first row of this particular matrix. This is according to step 1. Okay. Let me represent first column by C1 and first row by R1. Okay. So C1 represents first column and R1 represents first row. We have to consider first column and first row of this particular matrix. Okay. Now we have to write all positions where 1 is present in column 1. Okay. You can see that 1 is present in position 2, position 3 and position 4. So it is clear that C1 is nothing but 2, 3, 4, right? So C1 is equal to 2, 3, 4. After this, we have to write all positions where 1 is present in row 1. You can see that 1 is not present anywhere in this particular row, right? Therefore, R1 is 5. Okay. Now we have to take the cross product of C1 and R1. So C1 cross R1 is obviously 5 because R1 is 5. 5 cross with anything is always 5. Therefore, there are no new additions. I'll tell you what is the meaning of additions. But right now you should understand that C1 cross R1 is 5. Therefore, there are no new additions. Okay. Now we will consider step 2. In step 2, we will consider second column and second row of the above matrix. That is this matrix. Let's consider second column and second row of this matrix. You can see that in second column, we have no 1s present. Therefore, C2 is 5. And in R2, we have 1 present over here as well as here. And you can see that this is position 1 and this is position 3. Therefore, R2 is nothing but 1, 3. What is C2 cross R2? C2 cross R2 is nothing but phi because C2 is phi. Therefore, no new additions. Okay. Now we will discuss step 3. In step 3, we will consider third column and third row. Okay. Let's consider third column and third row. In third column, you can see that 1 is present in position 2 and position 4. And in third row, we can clearly see that 1 is present in position 1 and position 4. So let me just write them down over here. C3 is nothing but 2, 4 and R3 is nothing but 1, 4. What is C3 cross R3? C3 cross R3 is nothing but 2, 1, 2, 4, 4, 1, 4, 4. That's what I have written over here. Obviously on ordered pairs form. Now you can see that C3 cross R3 is not phi. Actually, what we have to do now, according to Warshall's algorithm, we have to place 1 in these positions. This means in position 2, 1, that is in this particular position, you have to place 1. Already 1 is present over here. In position 2, 4, you have to place 1. In position 4, 1, you have to place 1. 1 is already present. In position 4, 4, in 4, 4 also you have to place 1. That is why I have told you in these two cases there are no new additions. But in this case, we have to put 1 in all these positions. And you can see we have 2 new additions. We have to replace this 0 by 1 and this 0 by 1. And this is how new matrix looks like. Okay. You can see that I have placed 1 over here and 1 over here. Rest of the matrix is similar to what we have seen already, right? Now we will discuss step 4. In step 4, we will consider fourth column and fourth row of the above matrix. Here we have to consider fourth column and fourth row of this matrix. You can see that C4 is nothing but 2, 3, 4. That's what I have written over here. And R4 is nothing but 1, 3, 4. That is what I have written over here. And what is C4 cross R4? 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 1, 4, 3, 4, 4. Right? We have to place 1s in all these positions. Let's place 1 over here in 2, 1, then 2, 3, then 2, 4, then 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 1, 4, 3, 4, 4. Right? Here we have to place all zeros. As you can see over here, we have to place 0 over here as well. Right? This is how new matrix looks like. Right? And let me tell you, this is nothing but RT plus. This is nothing but transitive closure of relation R. I have told you that we have to find the transitive closure using Warshall's algorithm, and according to Warshall's algorithm, if there are 4 elements in a particular set, then 4 steps are required. We have completed all the 4 steps and this is what we have obtained. This is RT plus, right? RT plus is nothing but 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 1, 4, 3, 4, 4. As simple as that. And let me tell you, this is the transitive closure of relation R. Okay? That's it. This is all about Warshall's algorithm. According to Warshall's algorithm, first you have to represent your relation R in matrix form. And then you have to see how many elements are there in particular set on which that relation is defined. Okay. As you can see in this particular example, we have set A, and in set A, we have 4 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4. As there are 4 elements in set A, therefore 4 steps are required in order to find the transitive closure of relation R. Right? This is according to Warshall's algorithm. In step 1, we have to consider first column and first row. In step 2, we have to consider second column and second row. In step 3, we have to consider third column and third row, and so on. Right? In every step, we have to write all the positions, and the rest of the steps are quite clear to you. Right? Finally, after step 4, we will obtain this particular matrix, and this matrix is nothing but transitive closure of relation R. Right? That is RT plus. And that's it. This is how we will be able to find out the transitive closure of a relation using Warshall's algorithm. Okay friends, this is it for now. I'll see you in the next lecture. Bye bye.